and welcome to my channel. My name is Dani. If you are new here, I make motherhood and lifestyle videos, and currently I am 23 weeks pregnant with a baby girl. Oh my gosh, it's so crazy. I also have a pregnancy brain is so bad. I'm pretty sure I have a 20-month-old son named Jax. So in this video, I thought that we could go over names that we love but will not be using for our child. Now that we know that it's a girl, I think mostly settled on a name. I just wanted to go over a little bit of like why we named Jax what we named him, and then kind of allude to what we're naming our girl. I'm not going to say her name, obviously. Jax's name is Jax John Thuis, and the reason we picked that is before we had a first name picked out, I really wanted to honor both sides of our family and have two middle names. I know some people are like super for having two middle names, and some people are like not super into it. That's totally fine. I liked the idea of having John because that is both Tim's middle name and Tim's dad's name, and then I liked Luis because that is my dad's middle name and my brother's middle name. It's really special to me because it is very like Spanish style middle name, and my dad is from Puerto Rico. I was feeling like a one-syllable first name was gonna go really well with those two middle names. So Jax is not named after someone that I know, but I did meet somebody with the nickname Jax, and I absolutely loved it. I did work on a TV show as a production coordinator. There was a producer on the show named Jacqueline, and her nickname was Jax, and I don't know her well enough to like name my child after her. That would be really awkward. Literally the day after we found out that I was pregnant, we were driving back to Oregon for Christmas, and we were going over like boy and girl names. I was like Jax John Thuis, and Tim was like, yes. And how I know it's the name is when I say it and he goes, yes. I love that. With the second name, we were going to use the name that we had picked for Jax if Jax was going to be a girl. The first name, the meaning of the name just didn't sit well with me. We did a little flip-flop. We took one of the middle names and we switched it to the front, and we combined it with what the other first name would have been. So it's like one really long, beautiful name. I think it's beautiful. And then one middle name. It's still honoring both sides of the family, but it's its own thing. With boy names, I'm really into like cool names, and with girls, I just really like beautiful vintage names, but names that also don't make you think of an old lady. And then also one of the things we wanted to do this time is we wanted a name that you could have nicknames with, because with Jax, there just really isn't a lot of nicknames. I have like 9 boy names and I think 16 girl names. I really just felt like it was a girl, and so I got excited about that. And boy names are hard. We had decided that if it was a boy, one of his middle names was going to be Timothy. I have a list of 9 boy names that sound really good with Timothy as the middle name. We couldn't use names that ended in Y. A lot of boy names that start with T, just like a solid T, didn't sound good with Timothy. Some names made it on the list that have TH because it's not like that hard T sound. So I'm gonna start with boy names, and then there's gonna be 9 of them, and then there's gonna be 16 girl names. So the first name that we had was Rowen. It's cute and it's not like overly different. Jackson Rowen sounded really cute. The second name I have down is Theodore. I'm not really like big on the full name Theodore, but I think Theo Timothy sounds weird, but Theodore Timothy sounded better. But I really like the nickname Theo. I think it's super cute, and I was hoping for a name that had a nickname, so it just seemed to make the most sense. Okay, this next one, I don't know if people are gonna like this. I remember telling Tim I really like this name, but I don't think people in our family would really like this name, and that's Otto. It makes me think of Rocket Power. If you don't know what Rocket Power is, Rocket Power was a cartoon on Nickelodeon in the 90s, maybe the early 2000s. I don't know, I can't remember. Literally like anything that reminds me of my childhood growing up makes me excited. This one's Keegan. I like it. I think Keegan Timothy sounds really like classy, but Tim didn't like it. He wasn't on board, and it made me sad. Okay, this next one is like one of my ultimate favorite baby boy names, but the problem is everyone is naming their child this. The non-problem in my life is I don't know a single kid with this name. It was Finn. Now Finn Wayland Timothy doesn't sound good. There's like a lot of different variations of the name Finn. I really like Finnick. With Finnick, it's like the first thing that you think of as Hunger Games. There's another character, I think on Zootopia with that name, who's like a bad guy or just, I don't remember. But I think the thing that I've come to realize when I was doing research about this name is it's actually a surname. It was a last name. I just think Finnick Timothy sounds really good. I think people would eventually just get over the fact that it sounds like a Hunger Games name. The next name is Koa, but the problem with this name is that there's no nickname possibilities with it. It would just be Koa or Ko. I don't want anyone calling my child Coco. Okay, this name, this was actually the name that Tim liked the most. After I sent him the list of boy names, I was like, that's actually my like least favorite name on the list. And that name is Wayland Timothy. I think it sounds really cool, but at the same time, the more I thought about it, the more I thought it sounded like wailing. And it just made me think of like a baby that's just crying all the time. And I was like, I don't know, I don't want to like jinx it, you know? This one's cool. I found this name. It's Thayer Timothy. Again, not the hard T sound, but I thought it sounded really quite lovely. Last but not least, I really like the name Jonah. The problem with Jonah is I didn't really grow up listening to the Jonas Brothers, and I think Jonas sounds really cool too, but I just think of the Jonas Brothers and I just can't stop thinking about the Jonas Brothers. But I don't relate to that. I know it's like one of those things like Finn, Finnick, Hunger Games, Jonah, Jonas, the Jonas Brothers. Are people gonna just think that or ask that a million times? I don't know. We're moving on to my girl list. Some of these names are a little bit more on the vintage side and some of them are a little bit more modern. The first name is Arabella. You could call her Ara. Call her Bella. Nickname opportunities here, okay? The next one was Aria. However, that one's getting really popular lately. So this next one is one we absolutely love, but again, Tim was kind of on the fence about it because he knows somebody who named their daughter that. The name is Violet. It's just beautiful. I really like this name, and Tim really hated this name. The name is Mila. I just think Mila is so pretty. Tim couldn't stop thinking about Mila Kunis, so there's that. I wrote down the name Gwen. I think it's beautiful. It's very classic and it's very vintage. He didn't like it. He didn't like any variations of Gwen. I heard this name and I fell in love with it. It's also a word, so it's confusing. The name is Win. So it's like, yeah, like I'm winning, but like also it's like, oh, it's just win. It's beautiful. Not really nickname opportunities, but it was just a name that I thought was pretty. Okay, this name's been popping up a lot lately on like name lists. And at first I wasn't sure how I felt about it, and now I really like it, and that is Wren. Wren is, I believe, a bird. I just like Wren. Also, I've seen some really cute little girls named Wren lately, and I'm like, oh, it'd be so cute if we had a little girl named Wren. Part of me in the back of my head just thinks about Ren and Stimpy, and that show was weird. I stopped watching it because I thought it was weird even when I was a kid. The next one is not one that I think is common, but I really like it, and that is Aniya. Aniya, I think is just absolutely lovely. Amira or Amara, and I love both of those. Absolutely. He says that he likes Amara, but he likes the other name that we picked better. This name I think is so cute. It's Brynlee. You can call her Bryn, Brynlee. There's nickname opportunities there as well. So this one is similar to Aniya. It's Nyla. I don't think I had any other end names on my list. This one was one I heard. Atlee. Of all the names that we talked about, Atlee just didn't stand out. This one was cute. It was Adalena. I think it sounds vintage, but again, it's not old lady sounding. I guess that's also like a personal thing, whether or not you think it sounds like an old lady or not. Okay, I like this name, but Tim really didn't like this name. It's very different than all the names on the list so far, and that is Tinsley. Not Kinsley with a K, but Tinsley with a T. Okay, I'm not like somebody who plays Dungeons and Dragons, but I have played a few times, and it's kind of similar to my Dungeons and Dragons name. I go by Kaya Fee or Fee. Sounds so nerdy that I'm talking about this. And this name is Fia, and I think Fia just sounds really cute and lovely. Not really many nickname opportunities there. Anyway, so yeah, that's my list. I just wanted to say if any of these names are names that you have named your child and I said for one reason or another that I didn't like the name, please don't take it personally. Everybody has such different tastes. Sometimes like my friends will name their kids something and I'm not really fond of it, but then I end up falling in love with it because it just suits them so well. Yeah, just know that this is all in good fun. Also, a really great way to find names is to go on Instagram. If you just type in baby names, there's like a ton of different accounts that are coming out with very unique sounding names. Again, my name is Dani and I make motherhood and lifestyle videos. If you're interested in following along on my journey in my current pregnancy, you can go ahead and head over to my Instagram page. I will put my handle right here, or you can also hit that subscribe button and you'll see updates regularly here on my channel. I try and post every Saturday, so you can be looking forward to that, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.